All these sharks. And what is this? A dolphin? An orca? Oh, it's got a smell just wonderful. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome to Call of Cthulhu, brought to us by Cyanide Studios. This game is going to be a new series on my channel. We're going to do an episode every once in a while, sort of in celebration of Halloween is why we're kicking this off. The game only just came out on the 30th, the day before Halloween, and I couldn't help but pick it up. I'm a huge fan of the Lovecraft mythos, and I've played many of the games, board games, card games, tabletop games. I just absolutely adore it, and so I had to pick this game up immediately and figured we would run through it and see if it has any popularity on the channel. Now, I don't know much about the game. I very intentionally avoided looking at anything that would possibly give spoilers, as I understand this game is very choice driven with lots of different endings and directions that you can uncover depending on your choices. So we're just going to jump right into it with a new game. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston, Chapter 1, Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. Ooh. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. A fitting setting, if ever there was one, for a story of the Cthulhu mythos. Let us enter madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Old H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh. Oh my. Boy, you just start right in it, huh? Ooh. Goodness. Game saved. Oh my. Okay, wow. We're just starting. Ugh. I thought we were in a investigative detective agency. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some fish guts and such. I would expect this a good bit. Okay. Maybe I don't want to go through there. Maybe I want to go through here. No. I suppose we're not going through there. Not that way. Okay, I guess we're going to go through here then. Okay, so we're going to crouch then. There we go. Found it. We should have done it when the tooltip. Oh my. Perhaps we need to stop with the alcohol and the sleeping pills. It's so dark. How about this? Ugh. No luck. I don't know if I want to go in that room anyways. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. I don't have a light source that I know. Oh, wait. Here we are. The hurricane lamp. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. No, we're not going to go into the water. Not a no. Just no. What? Okay. All right. I've already started to get the creeps a little bit, and I've only just started. Ah, here we go. The bolt cutters. Well, the question is, do I cut this, or do I go back to the other place and cut them? I guess we're gonna cut these, since we're here.
In my wake,
Huh.
hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Right. Okay. I guess it is fate. It's like we're in relay. Some other world. The Dreamlands, maybe. Oh.
What a putrid offering.
All these sharks. And what is this? A dolphin? An orca? Oh, it's got to smell just wonderful. Okay.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
All right. I've been chosen. They want me to run for some reason. Okay. All right. We'll run.
Behold,
Oh my.
everything has already been written.
Oh, I look like them.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay. That was a big mistake. Oh. That wasn't me. See? All those late nights of boozing with sleeping pills.
I hate whiskey.
Oh, don't you blame the whiskey, Pierce. Oh, we got a journal entry. Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they're different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Oh, look at this. Skills, Darkwater, places, inventory. We have a lighter, my old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. No clues, no place but our investigative agency, my private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. And then we have this. It says we have no available character points, so I don't think we can do anything. Occultism, medicine. Okay, I don't think we're meant to mess with this yet, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. Oh, sanity. Mental trauma. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse Argonne Offensive. I'm sure I butchered that name. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Interesting. Stable. We have stable sanity. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Excellent. Okay. So here we are. What do we
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Use with caution is ripped over. That's funny. Okay. Oh, we obtained them. That's good to know. I don't want to leave. I like the music. We've got all kinds of goodies. Oh, man, I want to interact with everything. I kind of like the music. I don't want to mess with that yet. Let's check out books.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Okay, fair enough. What do we have here?
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Case solved. The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Okay. Item obtained. Alright, that's good. I feel like I should go to the desk, but there's just so much to check out.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
No, I guess not.
I used to be an avid reader.
Used to be?
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Oh, we're like the seedy detective agency. I love it. Anything? No, just a drawer full of nothing. Okay. Oh, what did we leave behind?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Well, you know. It looks like it stinks. Look at those stains. Oh. How about let's finish our glass? Oh. Yeah, probably need a little bit of the hair of the dog on this one. This will affect your destiny. Whoops. Well, I mean, you know, we gotta play the part. I guess I should have thought of that. So apparently every decision you make is going to affect your destiny. Apparently. That is a thing. So we're gonna have to be cautious about the decisions we make. But I figured we needed something to help us out. We're still a little rattled. We can't just white knuckle.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
And that's our journal. Yeah, okay, I'm aware of our journal. Oh,
married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Another case closed. Okay, well, we'll obtain that too. I'm a little concerned that taking a drink is going to affect my destiny. Alright, now we'll fiddle with the radio. That saved my game. Oh, we got a little bit of the conspiracy. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, here we go. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Now, before we get into this, something I did read about the game, and this is from the developers as they released it, is that you cannot see and do everything in a single playthrough. The game is short, sort of. I believe it's 12 to 15 hours, but it's intentionally made so that it takes multiple playthroughs to see everything. On top of there being a variety of endings at the end of the game, there's also many different paths that open and close depending on the choices you make. So this is not a game you're going to 100% through one playthrough at all, and because of that, I'm going to try very hard not to second guess my decisions and to just follow my gut and play the part. So I'm thinking, investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. That seems like an important one. And it says it takes 6 points before the next level. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. That's one I would like. Yes, I would like that. As a professional, amateur in psychology, novice in medicine, occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Oh, we might, let's make sure we haven't spent any points. We might want to take some occultism. Psychology, we're an amateur psychologist. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Strength, your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. I'm inclined to take the skills that are already worked on a little bit, like medicine, because it's already halfway to 2, and spot hidden because it's halfway to 3, and then we could spend the rest of the 4 on occultism, and then everything will at least be a 2. I don't know if I want to. See, we could see if we take out, if we get rid of the medicine, we could put it all into strength, right, and be an expert in strength. So even here, without the level up, we do get an increase in the percentage just based off of a couple of points. But I think what I want to do is I want to go more... you know what? We're going to throttle back on the medicine. And we're going to go with occultism, spot hidden, and investigation. I think that's how we're going to play this one. All right, let's validate it. Yes, this is how I want to spend my points.
Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Oh.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Oh, just hang up on him. Nice.
I'm coming.
Are those cases worth it indeed?
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Well, you have to...
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
Madness?
I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Say it isn't so.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
It looks a little bit
That's
like
all
madness.
You've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay, before I do that, he's like, you can't even stay focused. No, I did want to... Oh, they won't let me. There was something over here to examine, and I should have checked the door. See, that's going to bother me. I want 100% it. Okay, no, let's look at the file.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. I don't know why they let me rotate, but I'm sure eventually something's going to be on the back. Okay. I've looked at it. This thing, though. Surely I would recognize that guy from my dreams. Oh, we're using our investigation skill.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You shouldn't take this painting lightly. Unlocked answer. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where does Sarah Hawkins live? I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Something's not right with this story. Using investigation. Something's not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Shouldn't take this painting lightly.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
I read about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Where did she live again?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
All right, well, what about the warehouse?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay, well, that's all the information I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up.
Okay.
An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right.
Okay.
I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
No. No, we don't.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Oh, very good. Leave for Darkwater, find out about Darkwater. Secondary objective, we're going to do that. Inhabitants, Stephen Webster. A wealthy businessman well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, deceased. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon, and they lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, also deceased. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." I think we can relate to that. Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. Such scandal. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, age 11, the only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. The painting. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Yikes. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, Private Detectives. Clues. We got these and these. The file we already read. The painting. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is linked to the death of his daughter. I feel certain that rotating items is going to become important at some point. Okay, let's see if we can find that book. No. It's got to be The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Oh, medicine progression. Oh, it gave us 2%. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, all right. Again, nothing in there.
I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah, but... One of these books must hold the key. We could have another drink. No, I mustn't. We're not going to get to turn on the radio again. Oh, what have we here?
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Why? It's got a very, beautiful mind type aspect to it.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Uh-huh.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such a naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Atlas of Atlantic Islands. Rock painting found in the Cave of Darkwater. Interesting.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Alright, well, I suppose then that should be our next step. One for the road? No, I mustn't. We've already had our drink for this morning. Let us depart. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clues, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label and address, a warehouse sent on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. And off we go. Interesting. I guess we found a ride easy enough. Nice. I love it when they do the title splash after you've been playing for a bit. Oh, we don't look so good. Ominous fog is ominous. Everything cool?
We're almost there.
Thanks, James Fitzroy. Such a remote island. Oh, are those shipwrecks in the rocks? Nice. Call of Cthulhu. No, we're not going to skip. Oh, they are shipwrecks. Whaling ships. What a wonderful place. What could possibly go wrong?
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Were you talking to me to stay on board? I don't answer to you.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
A landlubber.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Okay.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Excellent.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Exactly. That's exactly what I would have done. Perfect. Okay, and on that note, we're going to wrap up episode 1 at the start of chapter 2. Look at that. So, pretty enticing so far. I'm anxious to dig a little deeper, but we've hit our limit for the episode. I'm going to go ahead and say that's the end of Call of Cthulhu 1. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this is going to be a good series or not. Hopefully we'll be able to sprinkle these episodes in, but I have had a good time playing, as always. I hope you've had a good time watching. Just be sure to like if you liked, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Don't forget to ring that bell. But until next time, take care.